All right, good morning, guys. So we're going to do a series of three self-check videos here. They are similar to the self-check or self-assessment videos that we had for the practice learning check, but these are a little bit different insofar that you're just simply using these to check to make sure that you've done all the things that are necessary prior to turning it into me to get feedback. All right, and so we're going to start with the claim first, okay? And I think the important thing to remember with your claim is that it's actually a theme statement, okay? And so with that, I think it's important that we go back and we kind of walk through the success criteria for what we're looking for when it comes to a theme statement. All right. So a couple things. My theme statement is written as a complete sentence. Okay. So please triple double check that as you're going through. Is it a complete sentence? All right. Is it a generalization about a universal theme? Okay. And so with that, I think it would also be good practice to make sure that the actual universal theme is stated in your theme statement. Okay. So if your universe, for example, if your universal theme is race, all right, the word race would actually be in your theme statement because then it helps clarify what universal theme you're addressing. Be careful though, all right, because we have to avoid next criteria here. We have to have criterion. We have to avoid referring specifically to the text. Okay, all right. Um, and so please make no specific, and text here means movie. All right, make no specific references to the movie. You will make specific references to the movie after you have done your cite and then during your clarify. All right, but in your theme statement, it's general, meaning that it applies to both life and the work, text, movie, whatever that we're looking at. All right. Make sure that your statement is clear and concise. All right. And I think that that goes back to word choice. Okay. Um, and I think that this will be an area upon which I give you feedback. All right. And I ask you to go back probably and do a little work. All right. In terms of revision. Okay. And don't take that personally. I think that clarity and being concise with our work takes practice. All right, so just in imagine it and accept it as that. It's like Sai is just giving me additional practice to go back and make sure that I'm being clear and concise with my word choice. All right. Importantly, theme statements are not commands. We're not giving directions. We're not giving advice. All right, and that is why we want you to avoid using the words you or your, any form of that. Okay, we would prefer that you use we, us, are, you use people, you use one. All right. Please don't use you. Okay. And then finally, bouncing back up here, we're looking for some demonstration in regards to the depth of your thinking. All right. We're not just simply stating the obvious. All right. And the thing that I want to remind you of here, as we go back and talk about the walkthrough, um, was that this has to be a theme that is central to the movie. All right, it is something that is obviously a theme that the makers of the movie wanted to explore, and then the movie itself says something about that. All right, or we discover how the movie says something about that. It's not going to come out and directly give you your theme statement. All right, remember, theme statements are discoveries. Okay, and so that's your theme statement. It's one sentence. We don't use the word you. All right. We generalize about a universal theme. We make no specific text references. All right. So I would like you to kind of have walked through with me your theme statement. And if you discovered anything in the self check that needs to change, please make those changes before you submit. Okay. All right. With that, I'm going to peace out of here and get to the next video on the site. Okie dokie.